to another video. Today I am doing my February TBR. I'm using my little jar once again. I've put a bunch of little prompts in here and we're going to take a few out and see what I'm going to be reading for February. I don't know why I always get so nervous for these videos. I feel like I'm such a mood reader, so I find it really hard to like actually stick to the one. Also, this is really exciting, but I went to IKEA yesterday and I got myself one of the IKEA carts and put all of my books on here. All of my books that I haven't read. I realized after doing this I genuinely have an obsession, so this video is really important for me to actually go through the books I already have. Paris could not buy any more books. This is actually ridiculous. This is both sides. Like these are all my unread books. This is actually quite embarrassing, I'm not gonna lie, so I'm gonna just gonna twirl it back this way. And it's perfect. I literally, it fits. This sounds like a brand deal, but it fits all of my books perfectly. It is great. Get yourself one of these. IKEA. It's great. Anyway, let's get on to the TBR jar. First read, okay? Oh my goodness. Why am I so nervous? Okay, this one's really good. Has a pink front cover. Ooh, I feel like quite a lot of these have pink front covers because a lot of romance books tend to have pink covers and I love pink. It's a great colour. I'm going to pick out all my books that have a pink front cover. Okay, let's go. Okay, I'm not going to pick these ones because I know they've got a pink front cover, but they're part of a series and I'm not reading the end of a series that I'm currently reading. These are all my ones. These are all my books with pink front covers. How am I going to choose? I'm not feeling like reading a classic right now. This is a beautiful cover of Emma, but honestly, a classic takes so long to read. I'm not feeling that right now. This one I'm saving for when it gets to spring. So it's currently February, not quite yet. This one I have already read, but it's been like 10 years since I last read it. Maybe even longer. Actually, probably like 12 years. I'm not feeling that one right now. I've got these left. I feel like Ashley Paulson is like my favorite author and I still haven't read this book, so I feel like it's gonna be this one. Is it pink? It looks like purple on the screen, but it definitely looks like pink in real life. I think I'm gonna go with this one. Sounds like love. Ashley Paulson is a mastermind when it comes to books, so I really want to read this one. It says Joni Lark wants to create the melodies that get stuck in her head and your heart. Oh my goodness, shut up. Her hometown has always given her surf, sand and inspiration. I love a beachy kind of book. When her parents decide to close the family music venue, Joni's life begins to fall off key. Pun intended. She couldn't possibly write another song until a melody comes to her, half-formed and with an imagined voice that she can't forget. The man behind the voice, his name's Vienna Shores. That is such a cool name. I want to be called Vienna Shores. To get out of each other's heads, they'll have to finish a song haunting them both. But there's one problem. They can't agree on anything, and if they don't change their tune, it might end in heartbreak first. Oh my goodness. This is like, oh, I'm so excited. This is my first read. I'm so excited. Okay, back to the TBR jar. Next one. What is it gonna be? Ooh, part of a series. I already know what I'm gonna pick. I'm so glad this came up. I am currently reading the Shatter Me series, so you know I'm gonna pick one of those. Okay, right, they're on the other side. I'm currently reading one of the novellas, so my next one is Ignite Me. Oh, I have become obsessed with reading this series. I started it in my last reading vlog, the Shatter Me series, and then I've read actually 3 on top of my TBR because I'm honestly, in my last TBR video, I chose Shatter Me because I thought it was a fantasy series, but it's actually dystopian with like a weird like superhero kind of vibe going on. I don't even know what I would classify these books, but they are phenomenal. Perfect love triangle. I'm actually also filming a reading vlog for this video, so make sure you're subscribed if you want to see that when I upload it, because it'll probably be very soon because I'm getting through these books so quickly. My next read comes from Instagram because I put a poll up last night saying what should I read next, and I think I chose Second Chance or Love Triangle. Second Chance actually won by quite a lot. 68% Second Chance. Interesting. Now I have to read a Second Chance book. Guys, why didn't you choose Love Triangle? I joke. I'm happy that I have a second chance. If you want to be included in my next poll, make sure you follow my Instagram, ___, and you can vote in my next monthly TBR video. Now I have to find a second chance book. This one is so obvious because it's literally called Second Chance Summer, but it is a summer book. So do I want to read a summer book when it's literally winter? I feel like this one was second chance. So this one is about a married couple who go on a retreat in the wilderness to kind of rekindle their love. So technically that would be second chance, right? Okay, I think I found the one. I think I've actually found the one. Okay, this one called 7 X's. This book is about a girl and she read an article saying you have 7 chances at finding love. And on here, she has all of her 7 exes, and she's like, well, I've missed my 7 chances. Deciding that she's mistaken her true love in the reject pile, she resolves to contact each of her exes to find out which is the one that got away. 100% a second chance. I'm going with this one. This actually really intrigues me. I've never read anything by this author, so it's gonna be interesting. My next one. This is actually so nerve-wracking doing this. What's this gonna be? Ooh, set in a place I have been. I don't know whether this will be hard or not. A lot of these are set in America, and if it's not New York, Oregon, or Washington, I have not been there. I think I might have found the one, because this is set in New York to Spain, and I've been to both New York and Spain. This is a very famous, like, TikTok kind of book. And I'm intrigued. The Spanish Love Deception. It's a wedding in Spain. Catalina Martin desperately needs a date to her sister's wedding, especially when a little white lie about her American boyfriend has spiraled out of control. Now everyone she knows, including her ex-boyfriend and his fiance, will be there. She only has 4 weeks to find someone who's willing to cross the Atlantic for her and aid in her deception. New York City to Spain is no short flight, and her family won't be easy to fool. It's kind of like fake dating as well. This definitely is a fake dating book. She basically finds a guy who is going to be her +1 to a wedding and act as her boyfriend. Ooh, next book. Okay, what is it gonna be? Time travel book. I assume it has some kind of like time travel element. Is the vibe we're going for. And if that is the case, I know exactly what book I'm gonna go for. I actually bought this book really recently. It's called In 5 Years, and I am so intrigued by the blurb on this. So in this book, the main character, she has like a set out 5-year plan, but then she has a dream where she is engaged to a different man, to the one she's actually with in her 5-year plan. And then 5 years later, she actually meets the man of her dreams. I love like a realistic romance that has like a time travel element. I love it. And my last book is all the way right this way. I hope you can see these. So my best friend Ella, for Christmas, she gifted me a book for every single month. So I'm currently also going through that, and she wrapped them all up, and they're all mystery. I have no idea what these books are. So I put them all down here as part of my TBR card, and we are going to be opening the February one. Oh, this is actually like, it's like Christmas doing this. This is so much fun. We're going to react to it at the same time. I have no idea what this book is. I've never heard of this before. And then she always... And then she puts like a little office quote on each one. I want people to be afraid of how much they love me. Happy February. A nice long distance romance for the cold month. This is so much fun. Thank you, Ella. So, the geography of you and me. Owen and Lucy are stuck in a lift as they await help. They start talking. Though brief, the time they spent together leaves a mark, and as their lives take them to Edinburgh and San Francisco, to Prague and to Portland, they can't shake the memory of the time they shared as Owen and Lucy experience the joy and pain of first love. As each makes their separate journey in search of a home, they will discover that sometimes it is a person rather than a place that anchors you most in the world. This sounds so good. These are my TBR reads. I'll probably start this way and go up this way. I'm only doing 6 per month because I don't want to push myself too far, because I am reading the Shatter Me series at the same time. I kind of want it to be like an attainable goal. Rather than pick out 8 books on my TBR and then only read 5 and feel like, oh my goodness, I never read enough. I'd rather choose an attainable number of how much I'd read in a month. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my February TBR video. I will be doing these every single month this year, so make sure you subscribe so you can follow along, and follow my Instagram if you want to join in with March's TBR video. I hope this video gives you inspiration to read the books that you already have in your house rather than go and buy new books. It makes it fun to have a TBR jar and you're like, which book am I gonna pick out? It makes you feel like you're book shopping in your own house. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed and I hope you have a lovely day. Bye!